Commander, are you going straight back to the Ark? If you're not busy, could I speak to you briefly in the Commander's room?
Jeez, using your transformation as an excuse? Talk about shameless.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're insinuating, but I'd like for you and Neon to come as well.
Why? Have you got something to say to us?
Yes. I think it's time we talked. About what happened to me. And how I lived. There's a lot that I still haven't told either of you. Or the Commander, for that matter.
Ooh. Should we bring something? Fried chicken and soda? Maybe something sweet for snacks? Oh, good idea. Will you be talking for a while, Rapi? If you are, that'll change how much we'll have to buy.
It's not exactly going to be a fun story. You shouldn't have to prepare too many things. All right. Thank you.
Let's see. Snacks? Check. Drinks? Check. Comfortable seating? Check. Washroom? Check.
You two are really going overboard with this. No, that won't be necessary.
Anise, can I get some of that chocolate syrup? Here. What kind of cookies did you get? Raspberry and pecan. Which one would you like? Raspberry. Hold on. What's that? Oh, these? Cilantro-flavored chips. Oh. I think I'll pass on those. I wasn't planning on sharing.
Do either of you ever plan on actually listening to my story?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. We're all done now. I'm ready.
Okay. I think I'll begin at...
Whoops, sorry. These are crunchier than I thought they'd be.
It's fine. I'll just get right into it. I'll start from when I was human. With my earliest memory.
Humanity will emerge victorious. The sudden ambush by those vile raptures has demanded that we move underground, where light cannot reach. We have suffered a long humiliation, to be sure. However, that humiliation will soon be over. The central government has invested untold time and effort into reclaiming the surface, which was stolen from us by the raptures. We have created countless state-of-the-art weapons, as well as those oh-so-gorgeous goddesses of victory, the Nikkes. With them, we will take back what once was ours from those vile raptures. This great fight is to be called the Surface Reclamation War. Operations will commence in 2 months. Citizens of the Ark, prepare yourselves. Prepare for the moment in which we reclaim our homeland. With the Surface Reclamation War, we will soon bask in the glow of victory!
This commercial is on every single station. I'd rather be watching some cartoons.
You were born in the Ark, weren't you, Rapi?
Yes.
Then you might not realize how much this means to us. All of our real homes are up there.
Up where? In the sky?
No, a place called the Surface.
I heard that it's dangerous there.
It is, since there are raptures everywhere.
Raptures are those monsters, right?
That's right. The raptures stole our home, and now we're trying to take it back. To that end, the central government has been preparing for a very long time.
Aren't the Nikkes the ones doing the fighting?
Yes, they are.
Nikkes are amazing. Goddesses of victory fighting for humanity. So cool.
You really like Nikkes, don't you?
Of course. They're the best. They're so strong.
That they are. With them fighting on our behalf, we're sure to win.
I don't understand. What's so great about winning?
What a question. Everything. You've never seen the real sky, have you?
What do you mean?
I mean the actual sky, not an artificial projection.
I'm still not following.
You'll understand soon enough. The sky is absolutely breathtaking.
If you say so.
You're not interested? You've been staring at that syringe during our entire conversation.
Is there any chance I can forgo the shot today?
Come now, you know better than that. You need these shots and the medication to get better.
I'm going to die in this place.
Who told you that?
Nobody told me, but you said it. You said it while you were talking to another nurse. You kept calling me a poor thing. Is that the end? When you die, does all the pain go away?
I'm sorry, Rapi.
Nurse,
Yes?
what happened?
What do you mean?
The surface reclamation war.
You remember all that? That was years ago.
I remember it because it interrupted my cartoons. So tell me, what happened?
We lost.
I see. Then what is going to happen?
Money is tight, so times in the Ark are going to be tougher. This hospital might not last much longer either.
Then what happens to me?
I'm not sure. They don't tell me these things. At any rate, we're all done for today. Do you need anything else?
No, I'm okay.
It's been a while since you had any requests. Are you okay?
What does it matter how I feel? I'm going to be lying here for the rest of my life. So what's the point of wanting anything?
You'll get better.
There's no point in trying to make me feel better either. Sorry. Thanks for your help today.
All right then. You get some rest.
Oh, I wanted to say,
Yes?
I've seen a lot of cuts and bruises on your body lately. Are you okay?
I have been participating in protests.
What kind of protest?
Protests against blaming Nikkes.
Huh?
They're being blamed for the failure of the surface reclamation war. Detractors are saying that all this time and money was spent on Nikkes for nothing. They say the Nikkes are the main cause of the current financial crisis in the Ark. Unspeakable things have been happening all over the city. I'm vehemently against that.
Nikke's didn't do anything wrong.
That's right. They sacrificed their minds and bodies for humanity. For us, they fought against an unknown foe. It's wrong to treat them like this after they risked their lives to fight for us. So I'm doing whatever I can to help. I know this might be a bit difficult for you to understand, Rapi. But you must never put a price on the sacrifices of others. The act itself is noble.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Okay, let's prepare your injection then.
Alright.
Is there anything else you need?
No.
Very well. Rapi,
Yes?
the hospital is going to be shut down soon. The recession after the surface reclamation war hit our sponsors especially hard. This hospital has always been run entirely on grants, so times are tough.
I see.
I tried to find a place for you to stay, but I couldn't track down any of your family or relatives.
I know.
Adoption didn't work out either.
I'm not surprised, considering my illness.
There aren't any other viable hospitals either.
I figured.
Rapi,
Yes?
Would you be willing to participate in a clinical trial? A new drug is being developed for children like yourself with rare diseases. It's a risky proposition. But if you participate in the trial, the hospital will be given another grant. If you help us, we won't need to close down the hospital. No, never mind. I'm sorry. What am I saying? Let's finish up quickly so you can rest. I'm sorry.
I'll do it. I'll be in the trial.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Doctor,
Yes?
if I die, will I be at peace?
What are you talking about, Rapi?
Tell me, will I be at peace?
I'm not sure either. You're showing improvement. You're getting better. Rapi! You're the first case where this treatment has been successful. So you undergoing this is bound to garner us more financial support. Thank you, Rapi. Thank you so much. You've saved our hospital. Oh, that... Apparently, some Nikkes who are being persecuted attempted to escape to the surface. The central government tried to destroy the elevator that they were using to go up, but there was an accident. They lost control of the elevator, and it nearly crashed in the middle of the arc. But before it landed, the Nikkes that were on board blew themselves up to prevent a catastrophe. It was an incredibly noble thing they did. People have started referring to this entire incident as the Goddess Fall, and there has been an outpouring of grief for the Nikkes who sacrificed themselves. It significantly curtailed the voices of those factions who were so fervently anti-Nikke before. That program on television is a debate on whether or not to grant Nikkes additional rights. Nikkes may not be able to regain the glory of the past, but they can at least escape from this endless cycle of hate. I've said too much. Anyway, thanks to you, Rapi, there's hope. Just hang in there a little longer. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to push this button if anything happens. Okay? Rapi,
Yes?
how are you feeling?
Good.
Okay. Rapi,
What?
you have been cured. Congratulations. We'll be able to have you discharged very soon.
I'm fully recovered.
Correct.
What happens now?
You live an ordinary life.
How?
Was there anything that you ever dreamed of doing?
Yes. But I can't do it anymore.
The hospital will be moving. Well, restructuring would be a better word. We're in the midst of constructing a new, bigger building. To be exact, it will be a facility and not just a hospital anymore. Your participating in that clinical trial proved the effectiveness of the new drug. Because of that, our sponsors are providing more new drugs. And additional financial support greater than we could have ever hoped for. It's a new beginning for the hospital, and for me. I'm hoping that you can start over as well, Rapi. I found a place for you, and I transferred plenty of money into an account under your name. I would like for you to do something with that.
What? How?
Think about it. You're young and have plenty of money.
But I want to go with you.
Thank you for everything, Rapi. Take care.
Thank you, Doctor. I can't read this address. Credits? Is this money? How do I use this? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Nikkes are not machines! We are sentient beings! Living things! Never forget what happened during the Goddess Fall! We sacrificed ourselves for humanity! And yet humanity continues to persecute us! Have they lost their minds? You don't have to use violence to suppress a demonstration. We have to call off the gathering for now. What are you doing? Hurry up and hide!
Huh? Who are you? I've never seen you before. You don't seem to be from the central government.
Hold on. Are you a civilian? Here, come with me if you want to
We've got a runner! I've got her!
Why bother running?
Injecting nymph. Injection complete. Anchored to brain. Copying information. Copy complete. What? Why is the capacity so small? Well, it happens. Let's see. There's nowhere she wants to go. Sure enough. Nothing. Her capacity is rather small. No wonder her sense of self is so muted. No need to generate a body map then. This one should be suitable for a mass-produced model. All right, done. Injecting data into Nymph. Let's see. Basic tactical pack. Surface knowledge pack. Rapture data pack. And... what is this? Why is her knowledge level so low? Where is this lady from? Spends her entire life apparently sheltered and ends up dead during a protest. Life is strange. Now, where's that knowledge pack? There we go. Injecting. What else is left? Is it about done? All right. Let's see. Hand over the brain extraction unit and... done.
RR15436.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Unsure.
Okay, that's normal. Get ready. We're going out.
Where are we going?
The operations details are all in there.
Understood. Resource collection mission confirmed. My role is transportation.
Just carry as much as you can handle. If you can handle that, consider me impressed.
Understood.
Any questions?
No.
You're a strange one.
I don't understand.
People usually ask more about what they're supposed to do, whether it's dangerous, etc. All that knowledge they injected you with doesn't compare to in-field combat experience. And yet you're being put straight into action without any adjustment period. Aren't you scared?
Are you not going to issue instructions during the operation?
I will be. That'll increase your chances of survival, if only minutely.
Then I am not scared. It's clear what tasks I'll be responsible for. It's fine as long as I am not instructed to figure things out on my own.
Right. You really are an oddball. Squad 0910F has left the Ark and arrived on the surface. Commencing resource acquisition operation. Let's move out. Keep your head on a swivel, everyone.
Hey! Hey, Nippy!
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah, you! You became a Nikke today? Is this your first operation?
Are you planning on engaging in conversation?
I guess?
Conversation is prohibited while engaged in an operation.
Did you hear that, leader?
If you've got the energy and the inclination, go for it. Just keep it down.
You hear that?
Am I to understand that we should engage in a conversation now?
Yes.
Very well. I will proceed in a dialogue with you.
So, how does it feel to become a Nikke?
I'm not sure yet.
I really like it. I became a Nikke today, too. Since I'm being deployed at the same time as you, I guess you could say we're twins in a sense.
Today is your first day as a Nikke?
Yeah.
I thought you had been one for some time.
Me too. I've met a few cheeky Nikkes in my time, but none quite like you.
You're too kind, squad leader.
Keep it down, will you? If a rapture hears us, we're dead meat.
Roger! Anyway, I look forward to working with you. What's your name?
RR15436.
No, I mean your real name. Do you remember? I'm Sarah.
I'm Rapi.
Hey, let's try and be comfortable around each other, okay? After all, we're twins.
Very well.
That didn't sound terribly comfortable.
All right.
That's better. Then, to commemorate our new friendship, how about we get a drink once the operation wraps up?
I can't drink.
What do you mean? All you've got to do is take a sip of something and swallow. Easy. I'm counting you in. How about you, squad leader?
It has been a while for me. Alright, fine.
Alright, that makes 3. How about we make this a squad-wide gathering?
Fine, fine. But don't expect any fancy cocktails or hors d'oeuvres.
Of course, of course. A simple gathering is more than enough for me. To be honest, I've never drunk before either. When I was human, I was allergic to alcohol, so I couldn't drink. But now that we're Nikkes and none of that matters, this is the perfect chance to try!
You've never drunk before?
Nope.
Why are you so intent on trying something you know nothing about?
It's not every day you get to be reborn. So I figured I might as well try out some new things. How did you become a Nikke anyway?
I got shot.
Where? In the Ark?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, what did you do to end up getting shot? Were you the daughter of a grizzled crime boss or something?
I got caught up in a protest.
Oh. That's a shame. Aren't you going to ask me?
Ask you what?
Why I became a Nikke?
Why would I ask you that?
So that we can get to know each other.
Why do we need to know each other?
Leader! There's a squad member over here who isn't a team player!
I'll leave it to you to educate her as needed.
Roger! Oh boy, we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today! First, I want to hear about what kind of person you were as a human. FYI, I'm pretty darn persistent, so trying to avoid me won't do you any good. I propose a toast.
I don't have the energy to make any speeches. Let's just drink.
Aw, come on. We all made it out alive, didn't we? That's more than we could have hoped for, so we ought to celebrate.
Huh?
Don't people usually get killed when they go to the surface? We all made it out unscathed, so that calls for a toast if you ask me.
Fine, do it.
This tastes strange.
Rapi! You are a real crack shot out there. You look like those illustrations they've got in the instruction manuals! Pew, pew, pew! Were you some kind of assassin when you were human?
No,
Then how come you're so good at shooting?
I'm not sure.
Right. I guess it's possible you're just a natural. What did you do when you were human, anyway?
What do you mean by that?
You know, what were your hobbies, dreams, aspirations, stuff like that?
I didn't have anything. Nothing.
No hobbies?
No.
No favorite food?
None.
No turn-ons or turn-offs?
Negative.
I see what's happening here. You're the type who builds up walls and doesn't warm up easily to people. Well, you better brace yourself, 'cause you'll find I don't give up easily.
Wow. That's my first time seeing someone pass out after drinking half a cup of booze. One of you barely makes a sound, and the other makes such a racket I could tear my hair out. Talk about a real pair of oddballs.
Rapi, what's your favorite color?
I don't have one.
Then how about red? I think it suits you.
If you say so.
Rapi, do you have any aspirations or anything like that?
I'm not sure.
Well, as for me, I'd like to... actually, I'm not going to say. Until you give me an answer, I won't tell you anything about me. If you want to hear my story, then you've gotta give me a proper answer. Got it? I'm telling you, you better bust out the tissues, 'cause my story is a real tearjerker. Dang, that was tough. Did you ever travel around when you were a human?
No.
Is there anywhere you want to go?
Not sure. I don't know.
Come on! You're telling me there isn't a single place you're interested in going?
I don't know.
Hey, Rapi.
Yeah?
I'm tired of waiting. By the time you end up giving me an answer, I'll have forgotten my entire story. When we get back, I'm gonna end up talking about myself all night, so be sure to clean out your ears beforehand. Oh, and have plenty of snacks and drinks prepared. Just no alcohol, okay?
Okay.
No sleep for you tonight.
All clear. Come in, squad leader. All raptures have been eliminated. Awaiting further instructions. Waiting for your order. Please issue a command. Sarah. I was a sickly person. From the day I was born, I never stepped beyond the walls of the hospital. It was my entire world. The day I was finally cured, I was unceremoniously thrust into the world. That's when I was killed. So I don't know anything. I don't know what kind of person I was. I don't know what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I wanted to answer all of your questions, but there's nothing else I could have said to you other than that. I wanted to know about your story. I was always curious about how other people live their lives. But I don't even know what kind of questions to ask. I'm sad.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her. I saw her name when she entered it in the vending machine. RR15436.
Isn't she the one who brought back the head?
Yeah.
And she still got an appetite after that? Incredible.
Apparently she brought back 3 heads, not just 1.
Wasn't it 5?
I don't know. I heard 3.
Should we ask?
Let's go. I think she's alone. You're RR15436, right?
That's right.
Were you in Squad 0910F?
Yes.
I heard they were all wiped out during an operation. Well, I guess not entirely wiped out, considering you're still alive.
Anyway, I heard you brought back a few severed heads. Was it 5 or 3?
3.
Wow. So the stories are actually true? Amazing. But why do you do that?
Nikkes can survive and be regenerated as long as their brains are intact.
So, you cut your squad mates' heads off and brought them in? And you've still got an appetite after all that grisly business?
I failed to see the correlation between the two.
Oh, well, it's just... There you are, yucking it up with your squad mates one moment, and the next you're cutting off their heads. Yet you seem completely unaffected.
I simply felt the best outcome would be for them to be brought back to life.
But you don't feel unsettled in any way?
Not at all.
Yeesh. Personally, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
I heard you got some kind of medal.
Yes, I did.
That's it? Just a crummy medal?
They also said I could join any squad of my choice. I received some credits as well.
Credits? How much?
20 million.
Wow, they're really laying it on thick these days.
I still find it hard to believe. Did you really bring back 3 heads?
Yes.
So, you're telling me there you are, the only one left standing. You take the heads of your 3 squad mates, stuff them in a brain shelter, then traverse the surface, on your own, mind you, for an entire week before arriving at the Ark?
That's right.
And you didn't run into any raptures on the way?
I attempted to avoid combat as much as possible, but I ended up in 12 separate engagements.
And you defeated them all, by yourself?
Yes.
I know what you're doing. I don't care how desperate you are for attention. You should know better than that.
I don't understand what you mean.
If you're gonna lie, you could at least try and make it more believable.
I'm not making anything up.
Be honest. You butchered your squad members before going on the operation. And you left 3 alive so you could take their heads with you. You did it all so you could get that goofy medal.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Doesn't this all seem awfully suspicious to you? If she wants to make up stories, fine. But she's making herself out to be some kind of goddess. What a load of crap. If you want to be a hero, do it the right way. Don't resort to dirty tricks.
What if she's telling the truth?
How does that make any sense? Don't you find this even the slightest bit bizarre?
I mean, it does seem far-fetched.
You see? I'm telling you, she's lying through her teeth.
I'm not lying to you.
Of course you are! Without any proof, there's nothing I can do. I just feel terrible for those innocent Nikkes who died by your hand. Do you remember their faces? Their names? Do you remember what kind of people they were? My tooth! Hey, are you crazy? She's crazy! Instructor! Instructor!
As far as I can remember, that was the first time I have ever acted on my own accord.
A memorable day, sure. But one marred by violence. So, what happened next?
Fights between Nikkes weren't as common back then as they are now. So, I was sent to the rehabilitation center.
The rehabilitation center? Oh man.
Will I be able to try other things as well?
Hey, be quiet.
Rio.
They always show it right after that ad, so hush up.
You seem to be a big fan of Pretty.
She's the best. She gives me strength. What are you looking at? You aiming to end your life early?
Rio, please. If we cause trouble here, who knows what will happen to us?
I don't understand. Do I die if I look at you?
You're about to if you keep looking at me like that.
What precise sequence of events would lead to such an outcome?
1, you keep staring at me. 2, I get pissed off. 3, I beat you to death.
I don't follow the progression from 1 to 2.
Keep staring, and you'll find out real quick.
Hey, I'm sorry about her.
You gonna keep eyeballing me?
Yes, since I want to understand.
Alright, fine. Allow me to make it crystal clear for you. Huh?
Huh?
I still don't understand. Is there anything I am missing?
I won't forget this.
Rio! Rio? Oh my. She's fainted. You're pretty good. What's your name? I'm Wendy. Rio was the one passed out on the floor.
I am RR15436. I'm Rapi.
Okay. Rapi. Nice to meet you. We're all mass-produced Nikkes here, so we're free to speak casually.
What did you do to get in here?
I see you're not one for small talk.
Do you have any hobbies? Where would you most like to go? What are your aspirations?
I must say that I'm not used to such a direct approach. It's caught me off guard a little. How about you?
Me?
Yeah. Shouldn't you start by telling us your story first?
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'm afraid there's no deal.
I truly don't have anything to say.
Huh?
I have no hobbies. There is nowhere I wish to go. No aspirations. I have nothing.
Was your memory wiped?
No. I simply have nothing to recall.
Come now, that's impossible. Every person has at least got some memorable things to remember.
I am no longer a person. I am a Nikke.
You're funny. At least it looks like I won't be bored in here.
Why won't you be bored? Is there something interesting in this place?
There certainly is. I'm looking right at her.
No, you're supposed to say you're okay during moments like that.
But I'm not, so why would I say I am?
It's a matter of politeness, a social courtesy. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
Pop quiz. Someone steps on your foot. What do you say to them?
You got a death wish or something, punk?
I see Rio's been teaching you more inappropriate phrases. You should say, "It's okay."
Okay, again?
It really is a magic word. It makes you out to be the bigger person, which causes the other person to think about what they've done. It's a way to defend yourself while also attacking.
Why is it necessary to defend and attack during a conversation?
Ugh, this is so frustrating. Where does someone this clueless even come from?
Does your chin still hurt?
Of course it does! I'm letting it slide because you apparently didn't know any better, but if you'd done it intentionally, you'd be 6 feet under by now.
6 feet under? What does that mean?
Dead! In the ground. Buried.
But why?
Oh, you're driving me crazy! Wendy, I've got a proposition.
What is it?
We toss her out into the open and have her figure it out on her own. She'll either get beaten up or cursed out, and she'll have to learn the hard way.
That may be true. But there are 3 reasons why I'm using the current approach.
What are they?
1, we have a lot of time to kill here at the rehabilitation center. 2, with this new information, Rapi might go on to teach other people who are clueless like she once was.
How does that help us?
She's useful for us as well. An opportunity to impress yourself upon another isn't easy to come by as a Nikke. 3, it's fun.
Yeah, fun. Oh, it's time for the ad. Everyone be quiet.
Here comes Pretty.
Quiet!
All right, all right.
Rio,
Yeah?
are you into Pretty?
What do you mean?
Huh?
You have the same look on your face as when you have a special meal. You always want it all to yourself.
Well, I guess there's a bit of overlap. If only because there is that feeling of desire. However, to be exact, it's more like envy.
What are you envious of?
Oh, the way she sings and dances. How all eyes are on her. Not to mention how gorgeous she is. I want to be like that, but I can't. There you go, envy.
Why can't you be like that?
Are you seriously asking me that? Look at me. Use your brain for just a moment.
You and Pretty are both Nikkes. You're both Nikkes, so why can't you be like her?
Is there anyone you want to be like?
No.
Of course not. You will eventually, way down the line, I guarantee it. Then you'll understand what I mean. Wanting to become something is one thing. Actually becoming it is a different story.
I'm not sure I understand.
You are exhausting, you know that? I'm going to sleep. Today's lesson ends here.
I should never have come here.
Hey,
Rapi,
Hmm?
I was waiting for you.
let's go.
Where?
You haven't decided on a squad yet, right?
Not yet.
Come with us. Join our squad.
Why?
For crying out loud, just calm. Why do you always have to ask questions?
That's just how she is.
You're right. We want you to come with us because we feel sorry for you. And there's still a lot to teach you. So, stop talking back and just come. Our squad has its own unique name instead of a serial number. I've already brought you up to the squad leader, so hurry.
The squad has a name?
Yeah. Most squads go by serial numbers, but those that are a cut above the rest have actual names. Ours is Skullhead. Ever heard of it?
No.
Look it up. We're quite famous.
All I see are articles about you being involved in violent incidents.
There are only recent articles. Look up some older ones.
Who cares about what articles have to say anyway? Are you coming or not? For your information, our squad specializes in combat. We operate differently from transporting or mining squads. You can fight, can't you? That's why you got that medal?
A combat squad?
Mass-produced Nikke squads are divided into 3 main types. First are those which secure resources on the surface. They go up to the surface, locate resources, and transport them back to the Ark. The conditions they have to work in are far from ideal. The mortality rate is high. And that's what your previous squad was, right?
Yes.
The second is Ark defense. They stay in the Ark and maintain law and order. At least, that's what they tell us. In reality, the Nikkes are little more than cannon fodder and emotional punching bags. And the third is combat units. That's what Skullhead is. They either overhaul key facilities on the surface, or proceed to specific areas to exterminate raptures. They're the creme de la creme of the 3 types. The mortality rate is the highest, but so is the glory. Even though Nikkes were heavily criticized for their disappointing performance in the Surface Reclamation War, the Goddess Fall incident and the With Nikke campaign promoted by Mustang, the CEO of Tetraline, have allowed us to regain some of our former glory. The treatment we received has improved by leaps and bounds, so it's a coveted role for any mass-produced Nikke.
Not for me.
We know you don't desire anything. But in extreme environments where life and death hang in the balance, anything can happen. I'm saying that there's a high chance you'll find something you want.
Besides, it's not like you have anything else going on, do you?
I don't.
Then join us, why don't you? Wouldn't it be better to stay with us rather than rub strangers the wrong way?
I don't rub people the wrong way.
You're doing it right now.
I'll come with you. What do I have to do?
Rapi, stop them! Don't let them through!
Roger.
Rio, are you okay?
They blew up one of my legs!
Hold on, I'm coming! Rapi, cover me!
Roger. I'll keep an eye on the Rapture heading in that direction.
Much appreciated.
What lovely reassurance.
We raised a good student.
Phew! We nearly brought the farm back there.
You said the same thing yesterday.
All joking aside, raptures these days are no joke. They're getting stronger and faster.
That's true. It might not be possible to beat them with our current weapons before long.
Are the Raptures evolving?
What kind of crackpot theory is that? How could a bucket of bolts like those things evolve?
Ordinarily, I'd agree with you. But I think at this point, it's undeniable. I'm not sure if evolution is the right term. But they're absolutely getting stronger.
If you're all done with maintenance, we're moving on to the next operation area.
I'm not done yet. I'm still putting my leg back together.
Hurry it up, for crying out loud. If we're late, it's your fault.
No, that would be your fault, you jackass, not mine.
What did you say?
You heard me.
Hurry up. We need to get a move on.
Yeah. It's people like him that are causing us to go through such a rough patch.
I can't deny that. The switch from having our own squad leader to a human commander has muddled the chain of command and resulted in more casualties.
How long has it been?
2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks have passed and we've already gone through 3 commanders?
Correct.
Is this only happening to us?
No, it's the same everywhere else.
What a load of crap this is.
I agree with you there. With that being said, I think they'll be doing away with the commander system soon enough. The fatality rate amongst the commanders is so high that there won't be many officers left in the Ark before long.
These higher-ups don't have the slightest clue what they're doing. Okay, at one point in time, there was a legendary commander who was absolutely incredible. But how many times do we have to keep failing before they get it through their skulls that this system doesn't work? How long are they gonna keep trying to ram these commanders down our throats? If they're so desperate for qualified commanders, why don't they build some kind of military academy?
These are just rumors. But there is apparently a squad with a human commander who is performing extraordinarily well. I believe he's called New Hope. He's the reason the higher-ups continue to enforce this commander system. That's not the only thing they're experimenting with. They're also trying out all manner of different engagement tactics in different locations.
Why would they be doing that?
The answer lies in another rumor that's been going around.
Do you always spend your entire day gossiping?
I heard the central government is preparing for a second offensive to reclaim the surface.
What?
One 100 times larger in scale than the first offensive.
Did you say 100?
Again, it's just a rumor at this point. But I do think it's possible. That would explain why they are experimenting with different tactics. If they're preparing for all-out war, they'd want to collect as much practical data as possible.
War?
Hey! Hurry up and move!
Yeah, we're going. I hope that punk gets what he deserves out there.
joke about that kind of thing.
Who says I'm joking?
I understand why you feel that way.
Let's get this over with and head back. There's a concert tomorrow, so I've got plans lined up from morning onwards.
Pretty?
You bet.
I heard she was in a bit of a creative slump. Is she back?
What are you talking about? She was never in a slump.
Right. My apologies.
You guys want to come? I heard entry is free.
No thanks.
I'm also not interested.
You guys are boring.
Are you getting ready already?
Yes.
How come you're always so on top of things?
It's easier this way.
How long has it been since you joined us, Rapi?
3 years.
That long? Time really flies. It's been a while since I've asked you, but... have you discovered what it is you want to do?
No, not yet.
I see. Well, I should start getting ready. What? Rapi! Rapi!
What?
Have you read the Arc Daily today?
No, not yet. What is it?
Pretty is dead. She was murdered by a Nikke phobia in the middle of her comeback concert.
What about Rio?
I'll contact her. The last message I got from her was that she'd arrived at the concert.
I'm here.
Rio!
What's wrong?
Are you okay?
What do you mean?
Pretty, she...
Oh, that. I'm okay. Too bad about her dying.
Huh?
She died so easily. It was hard to believe she was even a Nikke.
Rio?
Oh, Rapi.
Yes?
It's been a while since I gave you a lesson. Here's one more thing.
Yes?
There's no point in trying so hard. None of it matters when you die. You can strive to be the best in life, inspire countless people, and give them hope. And it all amounts to nothing in the end. Life is meaningless. It doesn't matter how hard you try. If some crazy person intent on ending your life comes after you, it's all over in an instant. So what's the point? No need to put so much effort into living.
Rio.
No matter how much you strive to achieve, how brightly you shine, how beautiful you are, all someone has to do is lift a finger, and your life ceases to exist. So don't bother trying. It's all meaningless.
I'm sorry, Rio.
What's wrong? I'm okay.
You're clearly not okay, Rio.
It's all so meaningless. What's the point of living? Why did Pretty work so hard to achieve everything she did? All it did was get her killed.
That's not true. I didn't know Prady personally. But I'm sure the reason she worked as hard as she did was because she was striving towards something.
But we'll never find out what that something was. It's not like she'll ever get there anyway. Not anymore. It's better to give up on any dreams or aspirations you have. It all amounts to nothing when you're gone.
Rio, did you want to become like Pretty?
No. I wanted to become a pop star like her, yes, but not pretty specifically. What? Is that so hard to believe?
So, it was more than just liking her music, huh?
Okay, so I dreamed of becoming like her. Is that not allowed? Even though I never made any concrete steps toward that dream, it all ended so suddenly anyway. A dream that died before it even began.
Rapi.
What's this?
It's a ticket to partake in an audition to be the next Tetra pop star.
What?
Rapi and I had to pull some serious strings in order to get that.
But these are so sought after. You can't even pay for them.
Everything has a price.
We found a way to purchase it.
How much did you pay?
In a situation like this, I think it would be better for you to simply say thank you rather than ask how much.
I can't do this. I haven't even practiced, let alone gotten into the right headspace. I don't have any outfits, and...
Well, you can start now. The audition is in 3 months.
I'll be rooting for you. I want you to show me that hard work pays off. I'm sure you will learn a lot.
Think of this as being like one of the lessons we gave Rapi. Now, go get him.
Okay. I'll try my best. Thank you. Thank you so much.
larger than the first. The New Hope, a legendary commander in the making, Johann, will lead the war effort. The technology of Elysion, Bacillus, and Tetra is cutting edge. All the particles which disrupt Rapture communications have been dispersed through the surface. Humanity has no reason to lose! Victory is ours! We are going up to the surface. We will reclaim our homeland!
The Second Surface Reclamation War.
Wait,
What's wrong?
where are we going? Why don't we go back to the Ark? What good can we do out here? There are only 4 of us.
We have to join up with the others and resume the operation.
What good will the 4 of us joining up do?
We can still be of help. We need to go.
This fight was already lost before it began. It's been 2 years, and we haven't taken back a single meter of land. If they think they can reclaim the surface, they're delusional. This is a suicide mission. Do you have any idea what the survival rate has been for Nikke's during this war? 8%. Everyone else is gonna be slaughtered. This is my 4th time on the surface, and I've been lucky to come out alive each time. But things have really gone south this time. You ought to know this stuff too. It doesn't seem like this is your first time up here.
I'm aware. Yes.
How many times have you been up here?
If you're referring to during the Second Surface Reclamation War, this is my 27th time.
27th? You're lying.
I don't lie.
What's your name, by the way?
Rapi.
Rapi?
Do you know me?
Oh god! It's the Grim Reaper!
Grim Reaper?
If I stay with you, I'm as good as dead. Everyone who goes with you dies. Just saying the name Rapi is akin to a death sentence. Gah! I said it again! No, I don't want to die. I'm not going to die, am I? Someone save me, please!
I didn't kill anyone.
I know, but... Oh... You really didn't kill them?
No.
I don't believe...
Artillery fire.
Everyone, brace for impact. Again. I'm the only one. I'm sick of this. Only one rapture remaining. I don't have much ammunition left. I need to aim for the core, but I don't have enough ammo to create an opening. What? Why is it doing that?
You're a Nikke, aren't you? I haven't seen you before. Oh, I'm sure I look like an insane person right now. Could you, by any chance, tell me what year it is? Huh. It's been 30 years? You. Let me talk to you for a moment. What should I call you? Mass-produced Nikke RR15436. That's your name? That can't be right. Don't you have a proper name?
Mass-produced Nikkes like myself don't have names.
Don't lie to me. You must have a name. I'm Red Hood.
Is that your real name?
Well, yeah. So, what's yours?
Rapi. My name is Rapi.
Okay, let me make sure I'm getting all this. It's been over 30 years since humanity moved into the Ark. Inside there, they prepared for a counterattack. But the first surface reclamation war ended in complete disaster. After that, they went back to the drawing board and began the second surface reclamation war. Unfortunately, it's been 2 years since then, and we're getting our butts handed to us. Did I get everything?
That's right.
What are you doing up here?
I must meet with another squad at the designated rendezvous point. I've been trying to make contact with them, but it has proven difficult because of the alpha particles.
What the heck are alpha particles?
They are molecules which can disrupt Rapture communication systems. They've been scattered all over the surface.
I thought you said they disrupt Rapture's communication systems. Why aren't yours working?
The Alva particles also seem to adversely affect the Ark's communication systems. Raptures have also gone on to build their own communication network, which is unaffected by Alva particles.
Bummer.
Who are you?
Me? I'm Red Hood.
I know your name. You told me. Please state your squad affiliation and your reason for being here.
Do I really need to get into all of this? Fine, I'll tell you, but keep your hat on. I'm from the Goddess Squad.
So you are Red Hood, a member of the Goddess Squad, and when you came to, 30 years had passed. Is that correct?
That's right, but you're not shocked?
Could this be a mind switch?
Huh?
Never mind. Let's proceed to the rendezvous point. The communication equipment there should still be operational, so we will be able to contact the Ark. Once we get there, I can inform them about you.
I've got a name, you know.
I'll inform them about Miss Red Hood.
Come on, no need to be so formal. Drop the miss.
Fine. Red Hood.
Much better. Nice to meet you, Rapi.
How's the condition of your weapon? And the bullets?
All good.
All right then. Let's move.
Hold on.
Hmm?
We need to bury them.
Excuse me?
All these Nikkes fought hard and gave their lives to the cause. We should bury them.
Why?
What do you mean? It's common decency to give someone a proper burial after they've passed.
It's not an efficient use of time. We need to keep moving.
Then you go first. I'll join you after I've buried them.
I'll help.
You're not just helping. We're doing this together. You all made the ultimate sacrifice. Now, rest in peace.
The dead can't hear you.
How do you know? Have you died before?
I have. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I guess I have too. Why the heck am I talking to the dead then? When they can't hear me?
I cannot answer that for you.
I'm not so sure myself. I just want to. Alright, let's go. You said you were a mass-produced Nikke, right?
That's right.
I've never heard of that model before. Then again, 30 years have passed. Is it a new model?
Correct.
Do you like old music?
I don't understand the question.
Like old country and stuff like that.
I don't listen to music.
Oh, really? This is perfect then. I'll lend you my cassette player. Once you have a listen, you won't be able to get it out of your head. At least, that's what I would say if it wasn't busted. Do you know how to fix this by any chance?
I can repair most simple machines.
Then fix this up for me, would you?
Why?
Because I need it, that's why.
I see no reason to fix a cassette player right now. The surface is dangerous. We should not waste our time on frivolous tasks.
Frivolous? Ouch! That stings. Music can help you get through all sorts of rough patches in life, don't you know?
No, I do not.
Jeez. I didn't realize I joined up with such a snooty individual. All right, Miss High and Mighty. What are your amazing hobbies that have got you dismissing music in its entirety?
I don't have hobbies.
You've got to be joking.
I do not make jokes.
Then what do you like?
I do not have any personal preferences.
Okay, now you're pulling my leg.
I told you, I do not jest.
I feel like this conversation is going in circles. Any places you want to see or things you want to do?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
No.
How come?
All hopes and dreams do is make you feel empty inside. I've seen countless people die without having achieved anything. Not a single one of them managed to achieve their dreams. So, I have no aspirations, no dreams, because I know exactly how everything ends.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Then I will grant you one wish. Tell me what you want to do.
What?
I'll grant you one wish.
Why?
Because I don't think I have that much time left.
Corruption.
Wait! I know my eyes are red, but my mind is fine. Put that gun away!
The rules dictate we must eliminate any Nikke who has been corrupted.
I'm telling you, it's not corruption, it's something else. Maybe half corruption? I don't know.
There's no such thing.
Okay, fine. That was a lie. But I'm not lying to you when I say that I'm fine.
Those suffering from corruption often repeat the same phrases. Answer my question. What is your favorite genre of music?
Country music.
What do you enjoy most of all?
Country music.
What is something you would like to do?
Country music!
That's it. You have to be disposed of.
No! You're just asking crappy questions!
This is the first case I've seen like this.
It's been like this for a while.
Do you know why?
No clue. Maybe I have a high tolerance.
Were you corrupted the entire time you were asleep those 30 years?
I think so. I thought I was cured, but guess not.
You said you didn't have much time left. What do you mean?
I meant exactly what it sounds like. I can feel it. This is the end of the line. I'm sure of it.
How much time do you have left?
Not sure. A week, at most.
if I were to guess.
You seem awfully calm about it, all things considered.
I've accepted it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any regrets, but I've done everything I possibly could. So, with the little time I have left, I'd like to grant you one wish.
I don't wish for anything. Besides, you don't have to go out of your way to help me.
I don't need a grand reason. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to. And if you don't have a wish, then we can come up with one for you. How does that sound?
But why? Fine. Do as you want.
Good. Then what should we try first? I doubt you're gonna come up with a lofty aspiration right away, so why don't we start with where you'd like to go? Is there any famous spots that you've always wanted to visit?
The lift.
Huh? Come again?
Yeah, the lift.
Isn't that like the main rapture nest? Or have things changed?
No place has a higher density of raptures.
You call that a famous place? More like infamous. Going there is a one-way ticket to the afterlife. Fine, let's go.
What?
We won't be able to get too close, but we'll be able to see it from afar. If we get a chance, we can try to get closer. Do you know the way? Let's go!
Okay.
So, what do you think? Do you like it?
It's working properly. The repairs were effective.
Not that, I'm talking about the music. Do you like it?
It's good.
You can be honest.
I don't like it very much.
Then let's listen to something else.
No thanks.
Here, try this one. You've got to listen to as many different genres as possible to develop a taste for something.
But all you have is country music.
Are you done with that?
I have consumed the minimum amount of calories required, so I am finished.
No way! You left the most delicious part!
I do not care about taste.
Open your mouth. Have a taste of that. Delicious, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Close your eyes and savor it. Just like with the music, you've got to try different kinds of food to develop an appreciation. The same goes for weapons. You're good at shooting, so why don't we try and introduce some style into the way we shoot? The more outfits you try on, the better. Oh, that hat looks good on you. You've got to log in plenty of hours of sleep to get the hang of it. The way you sleep is so rigid. You look like a corpse. If you want to grow to enjoy conversation, you need to talk more often. Make a joke, and I'll let you know if it's funny. Fighting is something you'll come to appreciate the more you do it. You're even better at hand-to-hand combat than you are at shooting.
Red Hood,
Yeah?
I would appreciate it if you didn't force your personal preferences upon me.
What? I'm not forcing anything on you. I'm merely offering suggestions.
The moment I don't enjoy something, you push and never stop.
Alright, so maybe I'm a bit assertive with my suggestions.
It's fine. I don't need any of this.
You really don't have any interests? Nothing in the whole wide world intrigues you?
No.
You sure you don't have some kind of mental problem?
Perhaps I do. But I do not feel any discomfort.
It's not a matter of comfort. If you don't have any thoughts on anything, no likes or dislikes, what's the point of living?
I can live without it.
How can you call that living, though?
When you look at me, am I dead?
No.
Then that means I can live without any of this.
Yeesh! You're really good at getting under people's skin. Have you ever considered becoming a commentator? You've certainly got the acid tongue for it.
I'll think about it.
Lies.
Let's continue.
Rapi? Do you really want to see the lift?
Of course. I told you. I don't know how to lie.
There we are. It's been ages since I last saw this thing in person, but I can't say that I missed it. You want to try getting a little closer?
If we do that, we'll die.
Yeah, you're probably right. Holy moly! Are those all raptures? Wild! I wonder what they're hiding over there that warrants such heavy guard. Did you know? I almost went into space on that thing.
No, I didn't know that.
You're a real bore sometimes, Rapi.
So, how does it feel to have your wish granted? Do you feel like anything within you has changed?
No.
Feeling emotional? Moved to tears?
No.
Overwhelmed with so much joy that you're gonna bust out laughing?
No.
Feel like you can die without any regrets now?
I've always felt that way.
All right then. What should we try next?
Next?
Your wish was granted, so now you've got to make another one. I'm no genie, but I'm sure I've got enough time to grant you up to 3 wishes. Come on, what's the next wish? You made up wanting to see this place, didn't you?
You knew?
For someone who says they can't lie, you're awfully good at it. Anyone could see you were just throwing something out there so that I'd get off your case. But you didn't count on me being so almighty, so righteous, so magnificent, and making that outlandish dream come true. So, hurry up and tell me your next wish.
Incoming fire.
Even they're mad at how long you're taking to respond!
Do you think so?
How would I know? Duck!
Many of them will be gathering here soon. I believe retreating is the best option.
I don't know. I think we can take them.
Really?
Of course not! That was a joke! Lead the way!
We shouldn't go back the way we came. There's too little cover. Let's go another route.
Fine by me! Giddy up, partner!
Incoming.
Oh, crap! Rapi!
My legs...
Rapi, are you okay? Answer me!
I'm...
Get lost, all of you. I'm busy. Hey! Are you alive down there?
Red... Run away. Leave me behind. Don't give me hope. Red Hood.
Phew. Are you alive? Hey, it's impolite not to answer when someone's talking to you.
Red Hood.
Yep, that's me. So you're alive. Great.
I have a wish.
Huh? Talk about strange timing.
I want to be like you. Tell me, what do I have to do to become like you?
What the? This must be some kind of underground facility.
Apparently.
Where does it connect to?
There's no way to know.
Alright. Stay here for a moment. I'll go check it out.
Where are you going?
Don't worry, I'm a jack of all trades. The only thing I can't really do is repairs.
Then you're not a jack of all trades.
Why do you always have a way of finding the pettiest quibbles? Anyway, this almost certainly isn't a rapture facility. I'll go see if I can find someone to fix you.
The reports say that there aren't any humans left on the surface. There's no way you'll find someone who can help.
So do you want to sit around here and do nothing instead? Even if there aren't any people, I might find some supplies. I'll be back, so be patient and wait here. Unless you want me to carry you.
I'll wait.
Good, good. Even though it's unlikely, if anything happens while I'm gone, just... call out for me. And I'll come running.
Okay.
Just make sure the cat doesn't get your tongue like it did a few moments ago, alright?
Okay.
Alright, I'll be back.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Ugh. I hate these kinds of places. They give me the creeps. Some music would work wonders for this joint. Huh. It's a door. Jeez, what's up with this thing? It's gotta be at least 10 meters tall. Wonder if I could break through it. Guess there's only one way to find out. Should I consider that a welcome? What a weird place. Hello? Is anybody here?
Yes. Be quiet, will you? I hate noise.
Gah! You scared me.
Is that Red Hood?
Do you know me?
Of course I do.
Who are you?
I am... No. We are Deep. How to refer to us? I suppose it would be apt to consider us guardians of the Ark.
Guardians of the Ark?
Correct. I'm afraid I can't tell you much more than that. It's classified.
Let me guess. Central government?
No. I would appreciate it if you thought of us as something more sophisticated.
Okay, I will.
Much appreciated.
So, do you run this place?
You could say that, yes.
What is this place?
It is the basement of the lift. This is where the power source of the lift is located.
No way.
Would you like to see? It's right here.
Wait a minute. Is that a rapture core?
Correct. It is called the Ultra-Massive Core.
Not the most creative name out there.
I don't like it either.
So, if this thing broke, would the lift be kaput?
Correct. It would no longer be operational.
This thing is what the Raptures use to come down to our world, isn't it?
You are well informed.
Then isn't breaking this thing the answer to all our problems?
If you are referring to the Raptures, you are correct.
So let's start busting this thing up.
No, we cannot. The ultra-massive core is part of a pair. If one breaks, the other will break as well. Right now, they are maintaining a stable resonance with one another from a distance.
Why does that matter? Who cares if they both break?
The other core is inside the Ark. It is being used as the Ark's power source.
So you're saying...
If you destroy this core, the Ark's core will be destroyed as well. All those people will be trapped underground. All of their infrastructure will cease to function in an instant. They will be doomed to die.
humanity will be wiped out.
I'm not entirely sure I follow.
In the near future, this area will be further fortified. It will not be possible for anyone to trespass upon this place, by accident or otherwise, as you have. If you wish to exterminate the Raptures, the Ark must be sacrificed.
Sacrifice the Ark?
Destroying this core will eradicate the Raptures, yes. But humanity will also perish. Ironically, the key to victory may well lie in finding a way to abandon the Ark. Although, I am not sure if that will be possible.
We can win if we destroy the Ark. How do you know who I am?
It would be rather strange for me not to be familiar with the Goddess Squad.
Oh.
I thought you had been disposed of due to corruption, but it appears I was mistaken. You do still seem to be affected by corruption, however.
You're good. Are you a doctor?
More or less. But it is rather peculiar. Decades have passed, and yet you are still alive. How is that possible?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just built differently.
Huh. Are you attempting to heal your comrade who fell through the fissure?
That's right. You were watching everything?
Well, this is an important place. I see everything. Since it is you, I'll let you live. Were you anyone else, you would already be dead.
Sounds like you have experience with this sort of thing.
That I do. At least a few dozen times. Let's go. I can fix a broken leg rather easily.
All right. Thanks. Hey, Rapi. I brought someone to fix...
Quiet. Nothing good will come out of her seeing me.
Then what about me?
You do not have long left to live, so it doesn't matter.
You certainly don't sugarcoat anything.
Let me check on your friend's condition. Huh. This is a mass-produced model. My goodness, there's really nothing inside her. Frankly, I'm stunned at how little there is.
Are you talking about her chest? I mean, sure, she's flat, but I don't think it's that bad.
Quiet.
What are you doing?
I haven't worked on either mass-produced models or Grim models before. This could be a good opportunity.
You aren't going to fix her?
With the twin cores, the only outcome is mutually assured destruction. We have to leave the possibility of coexistence open.
What are you talking about?
Sleep for a while. Perhaps I should take a look at the corruption's progression. I might be able to help. No, not possible. It's too far along. However, the nymph is continuing to fight, despite the corruption. Eventually, they will both destroy one another. Having said that, she possesses a most incredible will. It's hard to believe. It's a miracle that she's endured as long as she has. It is a pity we did not meet sooner.
Are you awake?
What the... When did I fall asleep?
I just woke up too.
What? Right. Your leg.
What are you so frantic for? Didn't you fix it for me?
Huh? Huh? When did that happen?
How would I know? I was unconscious.
My head feels kind of funny.
Hmm?
I get it. I must have instinctively mastered the art of repairing. I told you I was a jack of all trades.
Right. I think so too.
Too slow.
If I speed up, my shooting will become too unstable.
Then keep practicing until your shooting is stable.
It feels inefficient to shoot while moving.
Then don't do it. You said you wanted to be like me, didn't you? I was more than happy to pass down my secret techniques. But alas, I have been cursed with an unwilling student. It appears my legacy dies here.
Fine. I'll try.
Good student. Go on, move. We don't have time. So, your wish is to become like me? I didn't mishear you, did I?
No.
You heard me correctly. Don't you think you're being a bit greedy? To become as versatile, strong, beautiful, and even-tempered as me is a big ask. It'll be quite the challenge.
I'm aware of that.
But you can't become me, Rapi. You'll always be you.
No, I'm nothing. So I can become you.
Yikes. All right, then may I ask you why you want this?
I don't think you will die or lose your sanity. I know that you are in the late stages of corruption and don't have much time left. But I simply can't conjure up that image of you.
My heroics have got you mesmerized.
I don't think you're entirely wrong there.
Whoa, what's gotten into you? Do you want to become a hero?
When I was very young, and still human, I was bedridden. All I could do was watch TV. Watching Nikke's was the only thing that brought me joy. I thought they were amazing. Goddesses of victory, fighting for humanity. But the day I became a Nikke, I kept hearing all this information about how Nikkes weren't goddesses of victory. Before long, I experienced that truth firsthand. It wasn't just me. All the Nikkes I met were the same. Far from goddesses of victory, they were terribly human, pitiable, and weak creatures. But you are different. You are the goddess of victory that I envisioned when I was young. Unbreakable, beautiful, in defiance of death. You embody all of those things.
I don't think I'm as great as you think I am.
I think you are.
Fine. I'll help you. I will pass on everything I have to you. This will be the last thing I do before I leave this world. What a dramatic development.
This is hard.
It is. It's not something you can master in a day or two.
How did you practice?
I didn't practice. I was like this from the start.
That's not exactly helpful advice.
I told you. We're on different levels. Now, keep going. I've always enjoyed the saying that effort surpasses talent.
Red Hood,
Yeah?
why did you help me?
What? Where is this coming from?
You woke up after 30 years. You could have searched for your old squad mates. Or completed something you weren't able to finish before.
I considered that. But I parted ways with my squad mates pretty gracefully. So I feel my story with them came to a satisfying conclusion. Besides, they're all probably busy with other things right now. I'm not worried about them. I'm sure they're doing well on their own. Also, there's no guarantee I'd be able to find them anyway. So I decided to help the person who was right in front of me. Who acts like if she died tomorrow, she wouldn't feel any remorse.
I still feel that way.
Foolish student. Why do you choose to live life so half-heartedly? Go live your life. Living is a wonderful thing. If you keep living, you'll find something. I guarantee it. Not least of all because you'll be a bona fide graduate of the Red Hood Academy.
Tell me more about your squad mates.
Why? So you can go find them and ask them to be your squad mates? I knew it. I won't tell you. They're mine. I can say this much, though. They were strong, in many ways. They're the type where it was impossible to imagine them bending or breaking, like you say about me.
Do you think I'll ever have my own squad mates like that?
You'll have to become unbendable first. Unbreakable. Birds of a feather flock together.
All right.
So keep at it. To be honest, the first order of business is working on that boring personality of yours.
I will try.
It's a shame I never got to visit my hometown.
Where is your hometown?
I don't know. I have no idea where we are.
I can find out.
It's fine. I'm too scared to go. What if it's gone?
Even so, I think you should at least try to visit.
Nah, we don't have time for that.
What was your hometown like?
Just an ordinary village. Nothing special. Like any old village you find anywhere. Although, that makes me miss it even more. Don't think too hard about it. We can't go anyway. Let's get some sleep. Why aren't you getting this? You run, make a sharp turn, and then... you aim and shoot!
This gun center of mass makes that kind of movement impossible.
The Red Hood style does not discriminate against any type of firearm. Foolish student.
You try it.
Give me that. You see, it's because your movements are too predictable. Have you ever heard of the sentiment, think outside of the box and you'll get better results?
No, I haven't.
All right. Now that the Master has given you a demonstration, all that's left is to practice.
Roger.
You need to be bolder. That means you can't simply follow the manual. You need to catch the enemy off guard.
Won't that make it hard for our allies to react?
In situations like that, you've got to have faith that your allies will come in clutch.
That's easier said than done.
This applies to more than combat, by the way. The same can be said for nearly every aspect of life. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you need to trust your gut. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I struck a Nikke who was speaking ill of me.
You?
And I don't exactly remember when, but I once gave a present to a squad mate.
You?
If that's all you're going to keep saying, then I won't continue.
Oh, sorry. So, how do you feel when you did that?
I felt proud.
Ha! You see, how is it that you know all that but somehow ended up such a square? You need to try living like that all the time. If it's difficult, try to force yourself. It'll help a lot.
In what way?
I don't know. Try it. You'll find out.
Why did you become a Nikke?
You go first.
I didn't have a choice. I lost consciousness, and when I came to, I was already a Nikke.
Same as me.
That's surprising.
Really? I was what you could call a hoodlum. My entire life revolved around avoiding work and hanging out with my friends, causing trouble. Then I got into an accident and ended up dead. When I woke up, I had been turned into a Nikke. Apparently, I had been a suitable candidate.
How do you feel about living as a Nikke?
I don't have a passionate sense of duty or anything. I simply thought that since this was how things had turned out, I might as well put my best foot forward. Turns out I was a good fit for it after all. Plus, you couldn't have asked for better squad mates than the ones I got. So, having worked that hard, you know, this is the first time I've ever talked about any of this. Anyway, the thing I ended up thinking most often of all was, let's beat the Raptures. My squad mates really influenced me a lot. There's a saying that really summed up my life then.
My existence was made complete by the existence of others.
Your squad mates.
Try and be friends with them as much as you can. They'll prove invaluable. Mark my words. Besides, it gets awful lonely going solo. I'm hitting the sack. Sleep tight.
Red Hood,
What is it? I'm going to sleep.
if you're trying to sleep, wouldn't it be better to turn off the music?
What's the big deal? It's nice to listen to it as you doze off.
I don't agree.
Don't worry. You'll like it eventually once you listen to it enough. You've got talent. You're learning fast.
Could it be because I started without any preconceptions?
Maybe. Let's see. Next, you have to go back to the Ark. It's time for us to part ways, my friend.
What? But there's still time.
Come on. I'll see you off.
No, not yet.
Rapi, it's over now. You know that. Let's go. Rapi? What are you so startled for? You didn't do anything, did you?
No, it's nothing.
How long until we reach the Ark?
The Ark. How long?
Come on, get a hold of yourself.
Red Hood, let's go to your hometown. You said you wanted to visit it, didn't you?
Forget it. I told you. I don't even know where it is.
I'll find it. Tell me everything you can remember. We can find it.
It's okay. Rapi?
What have I done? This time wasn't supposed to be for me. It was additional time that was miraculously given to you. All I did was think about myself.
Hey! You've got it all wrong. Pull yourself together! This was all my own decision. Stop spiraling.
But you're...
I'm not unhappy. I've let it all go. I told you. It was fun when I thought about how I was training my own successor. Now let's go! Foolish disciple. Come on! I said let's go! Phew. I'm getting a little tired. Let's rest for a bit before continuing.
Sure.
dang. This is really tuckering me out. Must be getting old.
Do you want something to drink?
No, you go ahead. Rapi, go now. This is as far as I go.
I'm not leaving you.
Nikkes who are corrupted harm even their closest friends. You know that. It's embarrassing to admit.
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
You know you can't shoot me. You're planning to die with me? Is that it? I made myself very clear before. You have to go live. So go!
I will shoot. I'll live.
Alright, do it then. Have you found something to aspire towards?
Yes.
Don't do anything you'll regret. I'm not really as great as you make me out to be.
Whether you are great or not doesn't matter. You're a good person. That's undeniable. So I want to be like you.
Thank you. But you know what? You're a good person too. I was pretty lucky to have met someone like you along the way. I've passed on everything I know to you. You'll have to take it from here.
I will.
It's a real bummer having to leave you behind like this, you know? Good. This is really good. I'm going.
Yeah. No. Red Hood? Where? Could she really be alive? I will become you. Let's go back to the Ark.
What's her status?
Surprisingly normal.
How long has it been?
Over 4 years.
I can't believe it. Have you checked the combat data?
Yes, it seems there have been more than 300 battles over the past 4 years.
300, not 30.
Yes, 300. And that's only the number of large-scale engagements she took place in. If we include all encounters with raptures, it's more than 3 times that.
This is unbelievable.
Trust me, I felt the same. But the data doesn't lie.
Let's hurry. Excuse me.
Over there.
RR15436. Is that correct? I'm Ingrid, the CEO of Elysian. Let me confirm again. RR15436 is your name, correct?
No. It's Rapi.
Very well, Rapi. How are you feeling?
Fine. No issues.
All right. I'm going to ask you a few simple questions now. I only ask that you answer truthfully.
All right.
Did you participate in the Second Surface Reclamation War 6 years ago?
I do not know for how long, but yes, I did.
For 2 years, you took part in numerous operations, large and small, correct?
That's correct.
After that, we suddenly lost contact with you for 4 years. Where have you been during that time?
I was on the surface.
What were you doing on the surface for 4 whole years?
I was searching for a way back to the Ark.
Alone?
There were a few Nikkes who joined me along the way. They all died.
How did you get to the Ark?
I took the elevator.
Our data shows you engaged in over 300 battles during your time on the surface. Is that correct?
I don't remember the exact number, but battling with the Raptures was a constant feature of my time up there.
And you survived all of those fights?
Yes. I had to survive.
Welcome back, Rapi.
Thank you.
We plan on conducting a thorough examination. Is that all right?
No problem. Have you detected any issues?
There are no signs of corruption or mind switch symptoms. You're safe.
That's a relief. Would it be alright if I asked a question?
Please, anything.
What happened with the Second Surface Reclamation War?
We failed. That would have happened about 4 years ago.
It must have been right after I went to the surface. Even back then, the situation was dire.
Yes, 2 months after you last went to the surface, the central government officially announced the failure of the Second Surface Reclamation War.
So, it only lasted for 2 years and 2 months. So, what do we do now?
We have decided to adopt the tactics proposed by New Hope. Our primary strategy will incorporate guerrilla warfare, carried out by elite commanders, and a small number of Nikkes under their individual command. There would be no more large-scale deployments to the surface.
Are we buying time? Or have we given up? So both.
Yes.
I have no further questions at this time. Please proceed with the examination.
A mass-produced Nikke who survived on her own for 4 entire years. Wandering the surface freely without hiding. It's a story that almost defies belief. She has an unbelievable amount of combat experience. Perhaps this could...
Ma'am!
Call me instructor. This must be rather important if it justifies barging in here without knocking.
You need to come see this. It's beyond my authority to decide what to do next.
All right. What's going on?
Her body weight is more than twice the average. And most importantly, there are 2 cores.
What? Explain to me how something like that could happen.
I have no idea. This is the first time we've encountered a case like this. Although only 1 core is active, we have no idea how this is even possible. Also...
Is there something else?
Within her nymph, the region dedicated to her sense of self is densely packed. We consulted the past records, and it was almost empty when she first became a Nikke.
Are you telling me she honed her own sense of identity over time?
It appears so.
What about the brain scan results?
Other than the abnormally extensive combat data, there were no other significant findings. We haven't been able to get access to certain parts of the brain, but considering it's only a week's worth of information, we doubt it's of any major significance.
All right. Reconstruct her body based on this self-identification data. I think it would be best to dispose of this current body with 2 cores.
Are you sure we shouldn't look into it further?
There are too many unknown factors here. It's best to only have 1 nymph.
I understand.
How do you feel about your new upgrade?
I don't feel particularly special. It feels like this face and body have always been mine.
It's the ideal image of yourself, nestled within your subconscious. The fact it feels familiar to you is hardly surprising.
Is that so?
There is something I should tell you. Your body weighed over twice what it should, and contained 2 separate cores. That body was disposed of due to safety concerns. But even your current body, which was generated based on your own self-identity data, exhibited the same anomalies. No matter how many times we tried, the results were the same. Something embedded within your own sense of self caused this. Do you have any idea what that might be?
No.
Very well. I understand. From now on, you will be affiliated with Elysion. Further research will be conducted to utilize the output of the cores in your body. Do you have any objections to this?
No.
The research will proceed concurrently with your practical operations. You will be assigned to a specific squad and participate in missions with them to gather data. Is there a particular squad you would like to join? If you have a preference, we will honor that request.
I want them to be strong.
Strong?
Yes. I want squad mates whom I won't have to worry about dying or falling apart.
Is there any particular reason why you care about this so much?
There is something that I wish to become. In order to achieve that, I require strong allies.
What is it that you want to become?
Red Hood.
Good. We have the perfect squad for you. It is Elysion's elite combat squad. I doubt you'll find anything lacking in them. Nor they with you.
I understand. Thank you.
They've told me about your performance reports. Unhwa has been praising you, which she doesn't give easily.
It's because the three of them have done so well looking out for me.
Good. Let's keep it up. Absolute will soon become the most formidable squad there is.
Instructor.
What is it?
I would like to push the subcore to its limit today.
No, I'm against it. You nearly died after only 10 seconds of operation.
I know. But I can feel it. Something will change if I push it. I want to see whether I'm right.
Fine. But if I deem it to be too dangerous, I'll put a stop to it immediately.
I understand. Thank you.
The subcore is activating. It's causing the influence of the main core to recede.
Shut it down!
I can't. We don't have control.
What
The body is reconstructing. What's happening?
What?
Rapi's body is transforming. The main core has gone silent.
What on earth is happening?
Subcore has stabilized. Body reconstruction is complete. Huh?
She looks completely different.
She's completely red.
Check the database. Identify that Nikke.
Yes, ma'am.
What on earth is this?
After searching through the old databases, we've identified the Nikke that Rapi transformed into as Red Hood of the Goddess Squad.
What? But how?
I don't know. I have no idea what this means.
She's currently asleep and shows no signs of awakening.
Rapi wanted to become Red Hood. Her ideal, the one she was suppressing, emerged when the subcore took control. Find a way to restore Rapi to her original state. Use whatever means necessary.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, I'm sorry to have to do this. But after this is over, I will have to erase the memories of everyone involved, including you.
What?
It's too dangerous to have anyone else know this information. It could turn the Ark upside down.
Why would it do that?
We've discovered here that you can become whatever person you envision in your own mind. By using the nymph to insert specific data about an individual into their subconscious and making their personality theirs. And then reconstructing the body.
Any person could be reproduced as a Nikke. Not just that, you could bring the dead back to life or create as many copies of the same individual as you wanted. But surely someone must have thought of this before. Bacillus, for instance?
They must have all failed. But Rapi here is the undeniable result that it's possible. Since we have the end result, we should be able to trace our way back through the process that led to it. This needs to be buried. It's too dangerous.
Understood. Once I'm finished here, you can proceed with my memory wipe.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Everyone knows how the rest of the story goes. I was consumed by the thought of becoming Red Hood. I realized that I was only using those who considered me a friend, and so I left Absolute. I wandered aimlessly, and eventually ended up meeting Anise. Then I met the commander, and then Neon. And that led me here.
Dang, you've really been through it. You're like a living witness of history.
Yes. Were it not for Red Hood, I probably would have died without achieving much of anything. I wouldn't have met you either, Commander. And I still feel that way about her. But now, rather than becoming Red Hood, I simply want to become like her. I think I can do it. No, I will do it. She passed on her power, her sense of duty, to me. I have squad mates who I can never imagine dying or getting hurt. And a commander capable of guiding me. There's no reason for me to fail. Is that... Thank you.
Does that thing still work? It should. I've seen Master listen to it once in a while.
It still really isn't my style of music.
It's been a while since we've been back to the Ark. You're right. I hope nothing's happened.
Yes, Commander?
Here's the fire! The torch burns brighter, higher, brighter. I got it with the power to stand tall. Rising higher. See who I have become now. Take a look at the best of me. Searching for the answer, rising on my way. Gonna follow my destiny, searching for the answer. This is my day. Gotta follow my destiny, surging with the power, chasing where I stand.
I was thinking about what I want to do in the future.